5 months after improving to 49-0, Floyd Mayweather Jr. doesn't believe there's anybody out there who would give him a serious threat if he came out of retirement, including undefeated middleweight champion Triple G.
I can barely make 47, so how am I going to fight at 160? I mean, Triple G, not being disrespectful, but he's straight up and down, no special effects. I mean, that's easy work. Okay, so, and we know with the Pacquiao fight, 10 rounds to 2, that was a blowout. So we can keep throwing names out there.
A gratuitous shot at Manny as well there, Skip. Do you concur?
Stephen A. Smith. I love me some Floyd Mayweather. You know, Floyd Mayweather is actually cowboy-esque. He is a headline a day. I can't wait to talk about Floyd on this show because he just can't help himself. He cannot stay away from the limelight. He is going to fight again, I think at least 2 more times, despite the fact that his man Stephen A. Buffer over here, the hype master, is saying, no, Floyd, don't do it. Don't fight Triple G. He's going to put a triple hurt on you. He's too big for you at 160 pounds. You're 147, barely all wet. He's going to fight this man ultimately, and I believe he's going to fight my man, Manny Pacquiao, who deserves a second shot because my man Pacquiao actually won that fight, to my memory.
I mean, it's just
10
you should be disallowed from talking boxing just because of that ignorant statement you just threw out there just now. I mean, please.
I scored that fight 7-5 Pacquiao because I was taught in my early years covering boxing back in the 70s that aggressor wins the round. Who was the aggressor in at least 7 of those rounds?
Your theory goes right out the window because you thought Sugar Ray should have beaten Hagler, and Hagler was the constant aggressor. Don't want to hear that. Be consistent.
Yeah, but Sugar Ray actually took the fight to Hagler.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Let's just stop it. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
So here's the point. So he's been studying tape now of your man Triple G. You had him on your radio show early on, Golovkin.
Yes.
And he's saying, I see a man who fights straight up with no special effects. He just meat and potatoes. And he is pretty much meat and potatoes. But it's like a lot of meat and a whole lot of potatoes because he does weigh at least 160, if not 165-ish in there. So he's much bigger than Floyd. But Floyd's saying, I can take him apart. Maybe he could. But I don't think he can take Manny apart a second time around. Manny had shoulder surgery the day after the fight. He fought with a torn rotator cuff, and we are going to get to see this fight again because this man, Mayweather, cannot stop himself. He cannot quit while he's ahead, and he's about to be behind the next time he fights Manny Pacquiao.
Well, first of all, if Manny Pacquiao wants to fight, particularly in America again, he would need to refrain from the kind of statements he made a couple of weeks ago, which forced Nike to drop him. That was just irresponsible on his part. Having said all of that, yes, it was incredibly offensive. But here's the deal. Manny Pacquiao, the boxer, I'm willing to concede does deserve a rematch. Tired of your mouth. Floyd did hit and hold a lot, no doubt about it. The bottom line is Floyd also, I believe his rotator cuff was hurt from about 400 missed shots. That's me. Okay, definitely that. With that being said, do I think that Floyd will come out and fight Manny Pacquiao? I think Manny Pacquiao, from what I've been told, Manny Pacquiao will need to have a spectacular ending against Timothy Bradley. And if he gets the spectacular ending, meaning he beats Bradley by knockout.
He's already beaten him twice.
Yes, but by knockout, not by, the decisions. If he knocks him out in spectacular fashion, then the chances of a Floyd-Manny Pacquiao rematch will work because they believe they can sell the fact that Manny Pacquiao was a one-armed bandit, that Floyd beat him unfairly, and all of this other nonsense. Floyd just schooled him, and that's that. Even though the fight was boring, and I was disappointed in terms of its level of enthusiasm, just interest, because it was boring. In the end, there is no doubt that Floyd won the fight, and that is that. But does it warrant a rematch?
Says you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, says me and most people who know boxing. Here's the deal. When it comes to Triple G, I'm going to say this to Floyd again. Stay away from that man. Do not go against Triple G. Stay away from him. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't listen to his chitter chatter. Don't you talk unless you're not going to fight. Don't get in the ring with that man. Triple G is a guy. The straight meat and potato stuff, Skip. Here's what Floyd didn't point out. He doesn't have to be anything else. because of what he brings. If Triple G needs, you know how I know there's more to Triple G than just straight meat and potatoes? His footwork is exceptional. This guy cuts off the ring better than almost anybody I've seen. His ability with his footwork to cut off the ring. Max Kellerman raves about this all the time because we know Max knows his boxing, okay? He talks about it all the time. His ability to cut off the ring, the power in either hand. One shot from Triple G could end your night. Floyd, like he said, struggles to get to 147. The man is at 160. Triple G told me personally he would come down to 155, not for Canelo. And by the way, I support Triple G because some people are knocking him, saying he's inconsistent. He's willing to come down to 155 for Floyd, but not Canelo. Here's why he's right. If Canelo's walking around as the junior middleweight champion, there's a difference. You walking around as the middleweight champion of the world at 160. What the hell you asking Triple G to move down to 155 for? You just, if you sit up there and you're willing to walk around as a champion at 160, then fight at 160. Floyd ain't trying to do that. Floyd struggles to get to 147. He definitely struggles to get to 154. So why would he move up? And what I would say to Triple G about Floyd is, if you're saying that the Canelo Alvarez Amir Khan fight is going to be a disaster because he's too big for Amir Khan, then why are you wanting to fight Floyd when Floyd is clearly miniature compared to you? Floyd just needs to stop talking about Triple G unless he's going to sit up there and not fight him. Talk all you want if you're not going to fight.
Yeah.
But if you're going to fight, if you're going to think about to fight this boy, don't do it. Stay away from Triple G. In terms of Manny Pacquiao, yeah, Floyd can fight him again and beat him again, which he would do. Okay?
Are you losing faith in your man Mayweather against Golovkin? Because if he's the greatest defensive fighter ever, he should be able to handle it.
Don't you dare misconstrue and misrepresent my position. I'm not losing faith. I never had faith about Mayweather against Triple G. My position has been consistent from day one. That is the one fighter I have said stay the hell away from him. I've told Floyd that. I've told Leonard Ellaby that. I've told Floyd's bodyguard that. I've told his father that. I told him in Vegas, stay the hell away from Triple G. Don't you go near that man. Just like when, you remember when Bernard Hopkins was talking about moving up to heavyweight, joking around, talking about fighting David A. I said, stay away from him. You'll get hurt. Don't you dare.
I saw Roy Jones fight some heavyweight.
And what happened to him?
Well,
other than John, oh, please, he fought up bumming John Ruiz. Stop it. Don't get me started. Don't you bring up Roy Jones Jr., because I don't want him thinking that we talking boxing him. Don't you get back in that ring. Stay the hell out of that ring. I don't want to see him get knocked out anymore. I love Roy. Don't get back in the ring. Your career's over. Go back to announcing for HBO. Love you, bro. Stop getting knocked out. In terms of biggest fighters fighting smaller fighters, Floyd is a defensively brilliant fighter, one of the greatest I've ever seen. He don't need to get in the ring with Triple G. One punch, Skip, is all it would take. One. Stay away from Triple G. Stay away from him.
Hi, Floyd. I'm talking to you, pal.
Tell him five.
Your man, Stephen A. Smith, just said you have zero chance against Triple G.
Why are you going to do that? Why are you going to do that? Hold on. What happened to Manny Pacquiao? What happened to Manny Pacquiao? What happened to Manny Pacquiao?
We got to do Triple G first.
No. Listen, if he fight Triple G, even if he does win, he'd still be too injured to go up against Manny Pacquiao.
Good, let's do it.
Oh, so that's how you want it. That's how you want it. Oh, so you scared from Manny Pacquiao? You scared from Manny Pacquiao to get in the ring with a fresh Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather will school Manny Pacquiao again. He'll give Manny Pacquiao a boxing lesson. He'll give him a boxing lesson. Oh, please, ignore him. Stay away from Triple G. Don't go near Triple G.
Yeah.
Stay away from that man.
Floyd, you've been challenged.
He can beat up on Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah,
he can beat up. He can do that. He can do that.
Golovkin.
Please.
Golovkin.
He step in the ring with Manny Pacquiao again. It'll be, this time it won't be too much holding. He'll school Pacquiao.
Let's go to a nice sweet sport, America's pastime. The new A-Rod, Rodriguez, given high praise in a recent USA Today Sports article. How surprised are the guys to hear this? We'll discuss it when we come back.